You don't need to shut the fuck up. Everybody needs to come out the closet, come up from under the bed, take the sheets down, and be you. So this was my time. I'm like, how am I going to do this? And I thought, well, I need someone who's going to question what I'm saying. I need someone who's going to be the voice of the other part of society that's going to label me. And that's my best friend, Anita. Our morals and ethics are the same, but she's this really good girl from Ohio that's just, everything's good and bubbles and perfect for her.
Right.
And like, the fact that I want Polly and she's been spending her whole life looking for love, she's the voice of the people. So it works so perfectly. It works so perfectly, in my opinion. I think it's great. I hope that it gains more and more success. I'm going to be going live now at the Improv and taking, Genuinely Gigi live, which I'm super, super excited. I'm nervous as hell, David.
Are you?
Yeah, because it's like, I've spent the last 11 years behind cameras, and then I get to sit in my living room and watch it, but there's not people there watching it with me. Like being on stage, it's the people are there watching it. I see their reactions. I can feel it. I can understand it. I'm scared. What if they hate me? What if they think I'm stupid? What if I say something wrong? And I say it, I don't know. Like, oh, I'm so scared.
But they will have bought a ticket, so they must like you to enter. If I'm in the OC, I'm in the OC in LA all the time. So if I'm in that area at that time, I will stop by.
Yes.
I don't think you need to be nervous. Did you ever, you talk about the online trolls, like, did you ever go down that road? It's 9 years later, but or do you still go down it, or are you just over it? It's hard not to go down it. Like, does that stuff affect you, or are you just like immune to it at this point? Everyone gets it.
The what?
Just the online trolls. Like if you post something, like you get all your comments, like do things like that affect you? They do it to everybody, or do you just kind of brush that off?
It used to affect me. It used to affect me a lot until I made my transition in life, and I started learning my power of intention. And then I started realizing my reactions are my issues. And I stopped caring what people were saying about me. Like, I don't read my comments. My Instagram, I have it set up where I don't get notifications from other people. I don't get messages from other people unless I'm like following you. I don't care for the outside noise. It's just noise. And they're following me, and they take time to push buttons with their fingers. They take effort for their brain to accumulate words. They put punctuation, and I look at that as thank you. Like, I don't care what else you say. I don't care. I just saw all that effort you just put in for me. Thank you.
I literally respond to every single person. Like, thank you for listening to the show.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. I literally all day. And I'm like, we could keep going all day. Like, This doesn't bother me.
Exactly. I'm there. It doesn't bother me at all.
Who do you think would be the first person to have a baby in your group of friends on Shah's? If like the next person who was gonna have a baby?
I would say Mike. Yeah, I think they're planning already. Maybe. They're already engaged. We saw that happen on the reunion.
We did.
We saw that happen. And she's got 2 kids. She's very young, very, very young. So her body can have babies for the next 20 years and she'll be fine. You know what I mean? So I don't know how his swimmers are. That's definitely something worth someone who went through IVF. It's very important. It's very important.
It is important. What about, because you are accepting, and it sounds like, you want, like you said, like baby Elijah to live his truth. So flash forward, we don't need him to date today, but flash forward, 18, 20 years, if he were to end up dating baby Shams.
Yeah.
And you'd now be related to MJ. How would you feel about this?
Well, good gracious. It would really depend on where I stand with MJ, because right now, it's very much where it ended off, where everyone saw, which was the reunion, where I agreed to making an effort more because she has been making efforts and I've been very dismissive. Um, but the consistency I respect. So I said at the reunion, I'm going to make an effort to reciprocate. So that's where we are. But I've seen so much shade. So I'll just be like, look, son, do you with baby champs. Okay. Stay away from Mama Vita Jr., MJ. Okay. Because I saw what happened with MJ and her mom. God forbid, MJ does that to baby champs. I don't want my son to have like an entanglement where, he's like having to comfort his significant other because he's hurt by his mom. That's not cool. I don't want that. But we'll see. We'll see. I wish the best for her, but I would not care as far as it being a boy or whatever. It would just matter to me that it's MJ and if we get along and
Right. You'll be like, here are some other people I could fix you up with.
yeah. You know what? I'll tell you something. Um, because I have been preparing a lot for either option of being straight or gay, I've actually asked my friends quite a lot. Like I'll ask Reza and his husband Adam a lot. Are there signs I need to be aware of? Do I pay attention to it? And when I notice it, do I bring it to his attention? Do I amplify it if I notice it? I'm trying to know what I'm supposed to do to be accepting of anything that wants to happen with him. But again, I don't want to be with broken families.
Well, first of all, that's so great. I mean, could you imagine if all families were doing that when their child was young? I mean, how great would that be if that was the world we lived in?
I wish.
I wish too. What about, not to cause shade, but if your phone rang, I mean, I have to ask, if your phone rang and it was Kelly Dodd and she would like to apologize to you, would you accept Kelly Dodd's apology?
Kelly Fraud, if she called me and wanted to apologize, yeah, I think I would take a pass on that. She doesn't owe me shit. She owes a whole world of people a lot. She owes the world of people a changed person. She needs to go back to being Kelly Dodd from Kelly Fraud that she is right now. I don't know why she transformed, or you know what? I've always said this: give a man fortune or fame, and you see their true character unfold. Okay. This is what happened. She got a little limelight. She got a little bit in her pocket, and the truth came out with a I don't give a fuck attitude. So you want to ridicule people born, with this deaf, being deaf. You want to talk about me being, my name, my culture, all this. I'm so, so happy that the world gets to see who you really are to make you go away faster. So she doesn't know me shit.
And you would not entertain this phone call?
I probably would, just because psychologically I think I'm so above it. I think I would just want to hear what she would have to say. I'd record it, and then I'd make like a really cool video cameo like afterwards with her voice and mine, just to show the world who she is.